Hey guys, as I posted in my Inspire video about crashing in the backyard with the battery running out in the air, all that great stuff, which I don't understand how is even possible when the thing should land when it hits critical level, not stay in the air and run out in the middle of the air and just crash, like my Phantom 4. Hits the critical level at 10% and it lands, and there's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't care if it's over a tree or over the water, it's just gonna land. I remember the first time that happened, I was like, whoa. So yeah, now I know that. But definitely don't fly your Inspire to 12% because it could just fall out of the sky, and then you gotta deal with all this crap. But yeah, I like to know how far I can push things. I like to know. I don't want to be too far away from the house and have my alarm set at 25% and then only be able to get back at 20% and then being worried, well, how much battery do I really have? Well, now I know. Once you get to about 12, you ain't got much more. So that I know. But anyways, sending it in for this DJI repair process here is horrible, I must say. Let me see. I did the case on the 23rd of February, and then it took a while to give me my shipping label. It was just under the 48 hours, and I believe I said in the last video that it just about took them the 48 hours to send me the label. I actually emailed and said, hey, 48 hours is coming up, where's my label? And like an hour or two after that I got it. So I don't know if that's why, or if they were just sending it anyways, it had nothing to do with it. But I got it. I'd say it was probably like 46 hours when I got my shipping label. I brought it to the UPS store. 15 minutes later, it was already a state away by the next day, and on its way back. They received the drone on last Wednesday, March 1st. I mean, UPS got the tracking, says they received it on the 1st, so UPS was spot on down in California. It is now Wednesday, 1 week later, on March 8th, and it still says here, to be received. So 1 week later, they still hadn't even opened up my drone and marked it as received. I mean, that's how great these repair center is. I mean, that's super fast timing there, I would say. It's completely ridiculous. I'm being sarcastic, obviously. It says, please send your product in as soon as possible. If the product has not been received within 30 days, the case will automatically be closed. Well, at their rate, it's probably going to get automatically closed before they open my box. And then it says, once the product is received, it will take 1 working day for unpacking. Please wait patiently. Okay, once the product's received. Okay, well, you received it on Wednesday. Okay, so it says it'll leave you 1 day to actually unpack it. Okay, that should have been last Thursday. Well, it's now Wednesday the following week, and you still have absolutely nothing on this. I mean, that's absolutely pathetic for a product that costs $3,000 just for the base model with nothing else that goes along with it, like the cameras and crap. And you still haven't even opened the box and looked at it 1 week later. I mean, I think that's completely ridiculous. I mean, I'm self-employed here, and if I got people's laptops and just left them sit in their bags when they brought them in and said, oh yeah, I'll have it, I should be looking at it by the next day like this says, and a week later I still haven't even opened it yet, I don't think I'd have any business anymore. And then I have an email here. They actually watched my last video and it said, we are sorry about your flight incident, mentioned at youtube.com, and it gives me the video link. I can't show the email in here because they have a privacy thing in the bottom that says nobody can see it, and it says we would like to analyze your flight incidents. Okay, and then part of it is pulling information from the aircraft. Well, in the video I clearly said I already sent the aircraft to them. I don't have it anymore, so it's like, so I responded and said, did you actually listen to the video? Because if you would have, you would see that I sent it in already, so how am I going to pull information off of the aircraft, plugging it into my computer? Then the second half was the flight logs, which, well, they already have too, because that I just gave them my the DJI Go, the email address that I use for the flight log, so they can just see it all anyways. It's all synced up on there, so that's what we went off of. So then I asked them that, and they're like, yeah, I watched it. I just, for your assurance, we did watch it. We just did not find any case for it. Okay, well, whatever. I said I sent it to you. So, when I said I sent it, I sent it. I wasn't just making that up like apparently you think I was. And then on Monday morning, 2 days ago now, I emailed and said, hey, I haven't heard anything since Wednesday. Just wondering what's going on with the drone because it's been a little while. And it's now 2 days later, and I haven't got a response. Nothing at all back. This is from DJI Evan, it says. And no response. We're looking at 48 hours later and hasn't responded to my email, which is weird because the first couple, they responded usually within about 12 hours. Now we're 48 hours out and nothing, and it still says I haven't received my drone. So it's like, what are they doing? I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, on a product that costs this much money, and you don't, and the part is you haven't supplied any parts to any dealers. I know DJI doesn't sell parts directly. They never have, as far as I know. But they give them to dealers, third parties, and then you can buy the parts from the third parties. But they haven't even supplied any parts to any third parties. And then the only option then you have is to send it in, and it takes them a ridiculously long time to even open a box. I mean, and then you think I'm going to be happy with DJI and want to buy from DJI again in the future. I've had a Phantom 3 Pro, and then I still have my Phantom 4. And those have been 100% perfect. I've never had an issue with those, so I guess I lucked out there. But now once I see what this is like, especially when you're spending this kind of money, it's like, do I really ever want to buy a DJI product again? Because, I mean, this is not how you run a business. I mean, it doesn't take a week plus to open a box and scan it and say, hey, we received it. There's absolutely no excuse on this planet that would make that okay. And especially when it clear as day says, within 1 working day for unpacking, please wait patiently. Okay, I could see that. It normally takes a day, sometimes 2 days, but a week and still nothing? And you haven't responded to my email from 2 days ago asking about it? So yeah, as I said, we'll see how things go, and I'd make an update on this whole DJI repair process. And as you can see, it's absolutely garbage in my experience. It's horrible. For the money that they're charging for these things, I think it's ridiculous. It's just plain old ridiculous. There's no reason for it. If you're going to take this long and drag your feet like this, you should at least supply parts. And if you don't have parts available because everything is so back ordered, you shouldn't have even released the drone in the first place until you had parts available. Period. I don't care. I mean, it's not like it was a $50 drone and it's pretty much disposable and I just go buy a new one. That's not how it is with an Inspire 2. Come on. So I am absolutely fed up right now at this point. There's just no reason for it. It's like, okay, where's all my money then? I got nothing to show for it. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we will see how this goes, and I will keep you updated again. Thanks for watching.